All right, everyone. We're still talking about SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic or relevant, and timely. So this video is about letter T, timely or time bound. Honey, we need to put a timestamp on these goals. Saying I want to be rich someday, I want to be fine someday, I want to be fine by the summer. That is not specific. Put a time and a date stamp on it. Okay? We need to stamp it, mark it, because you can't measure it. You know, if you don't know when this needs to be accomplished by, you know, and a lot of times I think that we get in the habit of not putting a time stamp on it, because then we basically try to psych ourselves out that, well, I never technically, you know, failed that goal or didn't accomplish it because, well, it's still applicable right now because I never put an end date on it. So I can still achieve that at any point. Yeah, no. When you get serious about setting goals and you really want to obtain a goal, it is very easy and it is a must to put a time stamp on that. You know, if there's certain things that you want to accomplish this year, you say, I need to have this accomplished by December 31st, 2017, or whatever year it is. Or I want this accomplished by X date. Even if you say, I wanted this done by my birthday. No, go ahead and put a date. I want to see a month and a date and a year. Okay? The other thing is with timely is you don't want to set it too far in advance, because that takes too much time to try to measure it. Okay? It's always better to create shorter, specific, timely goals. You can even do it by month. The app that I use, one of the apps that I use that I mentioned in another video, and let's see, I can't remember what it's called offhand. Let's see here. The Secret of Happiness. It actually, each day, you know, it asks you about 3 things that you're thankful about, and you enter that in. But then it also has a daily goal, which I love. You know, what do I want to accomplish for this day? So that gets me in the habit of goal setting and accomplishing those goals, so you can feel good about yourself. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, there's a couple days it's like, yeah, I didn't accomplish that. You know, but I will say 98% of the time that I have accomplished my daily goal, and I make it. I use the SMART goal model even for my daily goals, and but it may be a week, it may be a month. For example, if you want to lose weight, I wouldn't do that one weekly, because there's water weight gain. There's so many other factors that could go on that can impact your weight. So I would recommend, but of course this is you and you need to talk to your doctor as well and get your doctor recommendation of doing something probably more monthly in regards to weight loss or in regards to fitness, because it takes a while to accomplish those goals. And if you lose weight too fast, or you're working yourself out too hard without doing it properly, you can actually injure yourself. But I also don't want you to become discouraged because you feel like you're not growing or you're making progress in the way that you wanted to. So those probably needs to be a little bit longer, but I still wouldn't do it for more than 3 months out at a time, because remember, you can set a 3-month goal, accomplish that, and then once you accomplish that goal or you get to that time period, either you need to reassess and then you create your next goal, whether you accomplished it or not. And it may be you keep that same goal, said, okay, for these next 3 months I'm going to try this again. But if you did not accomplish the goal before you set a goal for the next quarter or the next whatever the time period, you know, that timely component, you need to assess, well, what went wrong, what went right, what are my barriers. And that's something else we're going to talk about next week, is about goal mapping. But first I want you to create your goal. Use a SMART goal. Let's get this objective and that in mind, get it very specific, measurable, timely, attainable, realistic, and then we can explore what our barriers are and how we're going to overcome those things, because that's a part of the goal setting process, which too many people don't do or they forget about. But let's say, so if you set a goal, you did not reach your goal in the time frame that you had set, then you need to stop and do an assessment of, okay, what happened? But don't forget, and it is so key, to give yourself a pat on the back for the things that you did accomplish. So let's say if you said in a 3-month period, you wanted to lose 10 pounds and keep it off, be consistent, weight loss of 10 pounds, but you only lost 8. Well, honey, look, you still lost 8 pounds. Girl, we're not gonna overly stress over those 2 pounds. Let's focus on the positive. But we still need to assess, well, what happened of why I didn't lose those other 2 pounds? And it may come back to the SMART goal setting process where that wasn't realistic. It wasn't attainable, because we also have to account for life. We have to account for, it may be hard to eat healthier because of the cost, or that you're not home because you're running here and there, you have kids, you have 1,001 things to do, or you haven't planned to pack healthy snacks with you, so you've been going through the drive-through, and it may just be that you don't know how to order through the drive-through. A lot of people give fast food restaurants a bad rap, and there's some of them, yeah, you make sure that food's real, but it's also about what you order. I eat on the go all the time, but I guarantee you what I order is very different than what the average person orders, when they're going through a drive-through. I'm like the salad and give me some fruit. Can I get some of those? I need 2 packs of those apple slices, and I don't want the sauce. Okay. I don't need the caramel. And so you have to consider all of those things. And so when you're creating the new goal, then you know what you need to adjust. So I hope that helped. And I know you're going to accomplish this goal. You have to go into it with a positive mindset, because if you start off with a defeated attitude, well, honey, you might as well just go ahead and give it a wrap, because you're not going to be able to accomplish that if you've already set yourself up for failure. The other thing is, and I'm just going to throw this in, is when you're setting a goal, your wording is key. Don't say, well, I want to accomplish this, or I will try to do this. No. When I create my goals, even my daily goals, I will do this. I will, and then follow along. So I've already worded it and put it in the mindset that not accomplishing that is not even optional. You will be surprised of how the brain plays tricks on us that actually can become a barrier. And I realize that if you've been through a lot in your life, and you've had a lot of frustration and a lot of disappointment in your life, and you may be caught in a cycle of negativity or low self-esteem, that's really hard. But that's also why it's very key to try to change the way your perspective on life and things around you, and try to focus on the positive. And that's why I always recommend that app as well, because doing that daily, 3 things that you're thankful for each day, will help you to retrain your brain to have a more positive mindset. And in turn, that's going to help you have a more positive perspective about yourself. It may not seem like it goes together, but there is a correlation between that. So I hope it helps, and I'll be making another video soon. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And if no one has told you, if you haven't heard it, guess what? You're lovable. I love you. You're deserving of happiness. You deserve to reach your goals. You are awesome, super cool, and it is okay to be yourself, to be different, because you are special. All right, bye.